Hi everyone, I am back. It's midnight and I'm running off super energy right now because I get like that when I'm tired. Um, it's Mother's Day and I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. I know there are times when we pay attention to the mothers who's actually given birth and not to the ones, but there are other mothers out there who has never given birth, but they have been mother figures in our lives. And today I took the time out to tell them Happy Mother's Day to you as well. All the women who has been there throughout my life, who has been mother figures to me throughout my life. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And even the times when I don't tell you, but I appreciate you. And the life of a mother is not the easiest journey because we have to love and take care of our family even when we're sick. For the past few weeks, I've been down with the flu and I'm videoing from my webcam. It looks a little bit weird, but I'm doing it from my webcam from my laptop and I lost my chain of thought. But the life of a mother is not easy. It's not simple because even when we're sick, we still have to keep going. Um, I have what's left over of the flu, which it left me with a cough and it left me with a cold. And I've been on my Buckleys. Let me show you Buckleys that I've had and did not want to take. Can you see? No, you can't. It's empty though, because this has been my lifesaver and I was only allowed 2 days to rest, and I rested for 2 days. Well, supposedly rested because I still had to look after the kids, I still have to look after my family. Even though I had the flu, I still gotta keep going. But these are the things that we go through. You know, someone messaged me while I was sick, is like, oh, you gotta keep going, you're still going. And I thought, yes, you know, when you got kids and you got small kids, you have to keep going. You can't stop. You gotta keep going because you have to take care of them. And it's not an easy road, it's not an easy journey. But things that we do for our kids, the sacrifices that we've made, and how many times we have to be up. It's midnight. My husband planned dinner today and he brought us out for dinner. Myself, his mom, and our kids. And we came in late. And I know the kids went off, the other two boys went off to bed. But the other one decided that he's not going to bed right now. And I've been trying to do this video and I'm doing it right now because I need to get it done. And I feel refreshed, I feel revived. Smack your lipstick. Thank you, Sephora. It is from Sephora. I took off the package. It fits me so well. And I was decked out in blue today, hence my blue. And my blue, and I had blue earrings, but I took them out. But I feel so good today. You know, I'm wearing my necklace. My son made me a necklace at school, and I promised him that I will wear it all day. And I kept it on. And it's midnight, and I'm still wearing it. I feel so, appreciative, grateful to God for the family that we have, for the kids that, we've given birth to. We give God thanks for all those things. And it's like I said before, it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy task, but you just gotta keep going. And it's one job that you don't get paid for, and at times when even when we gotta keep going, it feels like we're unappreciated. You don't get paid for the job that we do. We work 24 hours. Yes. Yes, daddies. We work 24 hours. When you're sleeping or when you come in from work and you go to your bed, we're still going. Because you gotta go, right? Um, my son made this for me today. And I just want to read what it says because there are times when we just feel like the job that can it be real for a little bit? Can it just be real? There are times when we feel like we're not doing what we're supposed to do, or when our kids don't listen, we feel like we're not teaching them the right thing, or we're not being successful as mothers. But we are. We are. I'm sure my parents can see that about me growing up. They may not have seen it then, but the person I am today was because of my aunt who was so strict, my mother who stood with me when I made my mistake, my parents. I'm getting a little bit emotional here, but it is true. It's true. The things that we've done, as young people, I was saying to this mother today, and she was talking to me about her son and how he doesn't listen to her. And I said, you know what? There's a period of time during puberty and during our teenage years where we feel like we don't need to follow instructions. But it doesn't mean, mummies, mothers, it doesn't mean that you're not doing your job well. It doesn't mean that you're not doing anything for us. It just means that we're at a rebellious stage and we just can't get it together. And we're struggling to find out who we are, where we need to be, what we need to do, and so forth. And for that, mothers, thank you for standing by us. Thank you for the sleepless nights, the joy, the tears, the times when you've been strict with us. So we can get through each day, even though we wrestle back and we argue back at times, yes. We do. But we thank you for being here. Not just the mother who gave birth to me, but for the mothers in my life, the mother figures in my life. I thank you for who you are. A lot of them I have not been, forefront with for a while, but I just want to say thank you to all those mothers the mothers who've been there for me, who never gave up on me, even through my years. So my son comes out crying, and I just want to read. It says, "I love you, mommy," written by my son. My favorite thing about you is you play with me. I love you because you help me make my bed. Thank you for always helping me put my toys away. And wow, I'm just listening to my son. He's crying. I'm not. He's crying, but he's not coming out of his room. So I don't know. And these are the things that we should be, appreciative for. And these are the times when we tend to get frustrated because when we want our kids to do something, they don't always do what we want them to do. I know I said that in a video before, the birthday video, when I said boys, they never do what you want them to do. But our kids don't always do what we want them to do. But what we can do for them on a daily basis is pray that God give them strength. I'm a strong believer in Christ. I serve the Lord, and I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and I believe in the power of God, that it can change everything, anything, no matter our situation. And I've always learned that you present your kids before God before they go to bed, before we go out on the road, no matter what we do. Um, be a, present them before God, because it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy task. Someone said to me today, "You well experienced." No, it's not about being well experienced. It's about you have your kids. You have to do what you have to do, right? You When they're sick, you gotta figure out what to do. And if you can't figure it out, I usually just take them to the doctor. Normal procedure. We take them to the doctor to help us to figure out what it is. If not, then I go to the pharmacy and I ask the pharmacist, like, what suggestion? Tell me, what can I do? How can I help this child? And we give thanks for that. The things that we have to go through. I don't have really a social life pretty much right now because I'm focusing on taking care of my children. It's not an easy task, but I thank God for every journey that I've taken with them. And no, I don't regret any decision that I've made towards them. I have been in school, I've been all that and all that and all that. And yeah, I love my boys. So, happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. And I just want to encourage you before I go that I don't want to be here any much longer. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to say keep up the good job that you're doing. It may not feel like you're doing anything right now. It may not feel like you're getting somewhere with your children. It may not. It may have been so many different issues, so many things coming our way when we have our kids, but just keep on journeying with them. The result will come later. Every Mother's Day they'll say, "Oh, happy Mother's Day, mommy," and then they'll go again and they'll misbehave. They'll do all sorts of things. But we are mothers. We have a strength in us that is unimaginable. And I've always said to people, when you have your child or when you become pregnant, the instincts comes and you learn as you go. Someone once told me, you're never ready for a baby until the baby comes. And I've experienced that for myself because when I was pregnant with my first son, I thought, Lord, I got everything all put together. I got everything done. His laundries were done. I got clothes for him. They were all washed. They were all sorted out. They were all put in place. And yet still, I felt like I still wasn't ready for him to come, right? And even though everything was in place, that anticipation was still there. But when he came, I felt, wow, I'm a mother. And I learned as I go, bravery. You learn as you go, when you get strength as you go. we do have issues with our own kids. Every child, I thought it was just me with my kids always running up and down, screaming all over the place. But I've met people along the way where they'll tell me, or for example, recently I met a mother. She said, I have 7 kids? Yes. 7 children and 1 girl. 7 children, which means she has 6 boys and 1 girl. And I said, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. We went out and it was just me and the 3 boys, and there was something with the baby, and he just kept crying. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I mean, this is my third child. I should know better, and it kept going on, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I don't know. He just kept crying, so I brought him into the bathroom, and I started to try to figure out what it was, and I started to cool down, because then I started to get anxious because he was getting fussy and I needed to get stuff done, and I couldn't. I was in a place where it was a business. Um, it wasn't a place like a mall or anything. And she said to me, you are doing a good job. It's not easy raising boys. And when you hear a baby cry, something is wrong. And we were in the bathroom with him for a while, trying to figure out what it was. And I started to feel like, oh my gosh, what kind of mother am I? I have my 3 kids and I can't figure out what is wrong with my third child. Not the first one, not like I only have one where he's a young baby and I'm a new mother and I don't know what to do. And there are times when we start to beat down on ourselves and we can't get it right. But as someone said to me today, you can ask for help. There are other mothers out there who are more experienced than we are. Older mothers, younger mothers, whomever, they are more experienced than we are. And there are times when we need to know. We tell our kids, you're going to school. Know when to ask for help. Know when to reach out for a helping hand. But we also, as a mother, need to remember, as Jamaicans said, no man is an island. No man is an island, no man stands alone. If sometimes you have to know when to reach out to the next person, reach out to the next mother and said, listen, I need a little bit of help because such and such a thing happened and I don't know how to get through it. I don't know how to get by. We don't know the answers to everything. We're mothers, and yes, God has given us this instinct in us where we can know certain things, but we don't know everything. We don't know everything, and that's why there are times when we run to God Himself and say, Lord, help me to solve this, help me to figure this out. But we gotta know when to lean on each other, when to lean on another person, and not just sit down and expecting everything to go the way we want it to go. It won't go like that. We'll only frustrate ourselves. We will only sit in this little tight corner and nothing will get better. Nothing will get done because we're just leaning on our own understanding. This is not what we need to do. I wish there was a way where, we could come together as mothers, as women, and encourage each other, strengthen each other, help each other to get through our day, and to see it that it's not just your kids that are not that are not behaving. It's in general, but they're kids, and it's for us to raise them the right way, not to spoil them, not to abuse them, but to raise them the right way. And so, mothers, be encouraged. We don't always have the answers. We don't always know the right things. We don't always know it. We're not that to know it all. We don't know it all. But let us be encouraged that yes, we can, we will, we can, And we can raise the best kids. We can, right? We can. And we will believe it. Fake it till you make it, right? We will believe it in our hearts that my child might not be the best, but I will tell him or her on a daily basis, you are the best, right? You are strong, you're brave. And I tell my kids all the time, you're strong, you're brave. And even though when, oh, they're driving me up the wall, and I just need to get through the door, just go through the door, and it's not working. And I look and say, okay, Han, cool down. Before we get frustrated, before we get irritated, okay, cool down. We can figure it out. And honestly, together, 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 we can and we will. Thank you for being here, and please like this video. If you've had anything, or if you got anything from what I said today that was encouraging, leave me a comment below. I want to hear one encouragement that you got from this entire video. That will be so appreciative. Like my video and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, and I'll see you.